Hail YouTube, Dominions, Doomentites, and Archvillains! Thank you all for supporting me in my effort to save pop culture. And I would ask you please make sure you are still subbed, turn on your notification bell, and if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. This channel could use your support. Thank you, and enjoy this video. In yet another blow to my many desperate detractors, one of my rumor videos has been proven correct yet again, as Disney announces coming layoffs of up to 28,000 employees due to park closures and declining attendance in parks that are open. I predicted this in my video posted on August 4th, titled Disney in Financial Flames, Fear and Loathing in the Magic Kingdom, almost 2 months before this round of layoffs. Once again, my sources are validated, and once again, the hashtag rings true. I was right. Disney is facing unprecedented financial pressures, and while ESPN and Disney Plus seem to be doing fairly well at the moment, the drag of the closed parks and lowered attendance has forced Disney to take this corrective measure, and at this point, the future of this juggernaut is uncertain. Let's look at the facts of the matter as reported in the mainstream media, and then let's take a look at what my sources say about this. According to the mainstream media reporting on CNN and the New York Times, Disney is laying off roughly 28,000 employees, of which about 67% are part-timers associated with Disney's parks, experiences, and products unit. The writing has been on the wall for these layoffs for some time now, as during the first quarter of 2020, Disney's profits dropped a stunning 91%. Josh D'Amaro, the chairman of Disney Parks, stated these layoffs were a necessary response to the downturn in park attendance and income due to the pandemic's impact on the business. An impact that included, quote, limited capacity due to physical distancing requirements and the continued uncertainty regarding the duration of the pandemic. As difficult as this decision is today, we believe that the steps we are taking will enable us to emerge a more effective and efficient operation when we return to normal. Disney is also placing the blame for these layoffs on California's refusal to allow California parks like Disneyland to reopen for the duration of this health crisis. I have obtained off of the Walt Disney World Magic website the statement from Josh D'Amaro, chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products, and I will go ahead and share this with you right now. This is straight from his desk in his official release. In light of the prolonged impact of the beer bug on our business, including limited capacity due to physical distancing requirements and the continued uncertainty regarding the duration of the pandemic, exacerbated in California by the state's unwillingness to lift restrictions that would allow Disneyland to reopen, we have made the very difficult decision to begin the process of reducing our workforce at our parks, experiences, and products segment at all levels, having kept non-working cast members on furlough since April while paying healthcare benefits. Approximately 28,000 domestic employees will be affected, of which about 67% are part-time. We are talking with impacted employees as well as to the unions on next steps for union-represented cast members. Over the past several months, we've been forced to make a number of necessary adjustments to our business, and as difficult as this decision is today, we believe that the steps we are taking will enable us to emerge a more effective and efficient operation when we return to normal. Our cast members have always been key to our success, playing a valued and important role in delivering a world-class experience, and we look forward to providing opportunities where we can for them to return. Notice, however, that in the first paragraph of this release, Josh D'Amaro states, "We have made the very difficult decision to begin the process of reducing our workforce at our parks, experiences, and product segment at all levels." So what this implies, in his own words, is that these 28,000 layoffs are only the beginning. That things are so bad that they are actually going to have perhaps other rounds of layoffs. We begin the process of reducing our workforce at our parks, experiences, and product segment. This is absolutely terrible news. This is tragic for a bunch of employees that deserved better. And while Governor Newsom is being partially blamed for these layoffs for failing to reopen Disneyland, even if Disneyland were opened, it seems like it wouldn't make a lot of difference judging by the performance of Walt Disney World in Florida. According to the New York Times, quote, "In Florida, where government officials have been much less restrictive, Walt Disney World reopened on a limited basis in mid-July. About 20,000 union workers, or roughly half of the resort's unionized employees, were called back for the reopening. The remainder have stayed on furlough. Disney World employed about 77,000 people in total before the pandemic. But attendance at Disney World has been weaker than Disney expected. In particular, families have not felt safe flying to Florida for vacation, according to travel agents. Families are also delaying visits because they don't want to pay for Disney excursions when the experience remains limited. No fireworks, fewer dining options, no hugs from Mickey Mouse, shorter park hours, and they have to wear face masks." D'Amato concluded, "As heartbreaking as it is to take this action, this is the only feasible option we have in light of the prolonged impact on our business." Clearly, the House of Mouse has fallen on hard times. And as always, the rancid cheese rolls downhill. And for what little it's worth, my heart goes out to the employees who are being terminated as a result. These are hard times. And for 28,000 people, those times just got harder. And that is cause for sadness. From what my sources have been telling me for months, Disney is on shaky legs, and this has been coming for some time. A source wrote me a first-hand account of how bad things are in Walt Disney World, and here's a quote from that message that came to me close to the beginning of September. "It seems every week less people are coming. The park is an effing ghost town. People are getting to ride rides over and over because there's no lines. I'm not sure how much longer Disney can keep this going without doing something." The answer was not long, as I received this message at the start of September. Around the same time, at the start of September, a source sent me this rumor, though I would definitely take this with several grains of salt. The source informed me, quote, "I heard today that they're considering dry docking Disney cruise ships till summer of 2021. What is left of the crew would be let go. You may not think this is big news, but trust me, this is big." Again, I have no idea if this is true or false, if it was true at the time but no longer necessary due to the layoff of 28,000 employees, or if it was just company scuttlebutt prompted by panicking people sensing the approaching layoffs. But I merely mention it here, just in case there's anything to it. Decide for yourself and observe in the future. In possibly related news, I have been informed on numerous occasions they are seriously considering a complete revamping of Galaxy's Edge. In an age of diminished profits, starved attendance, and the stench of failure associated with the Disney sequel trilogy, I can believe this is a distinct possibility. Remember when I reported the rumor that Disney will no longer tolerate employees abusing fans on social media, and that they will be minimizing woke content in future productions, even going so far as to purge aggressively woke employees who refuse to recognize that moving forward Disney is a strictly for-profit company? It is drastic layoffs like these that give me pause and make me consider these rumors may have some validity. The beer buggery of 2020 is pressuring Hollywood as it has never been pressured before. To describe the situation as potentially fiscally apocalyptic is not much of an exaggeration, and so the question remains, how deep must Hollywood drown in red ink before they abandon their current model prioritizing agenda over narrative, propaganda over profit, and return to a mission statement that involves simply entertaining people rather than re-educating them? And will they make the shift in time? How many more jobs must be sacrificed on the altar of agenda? Hollywood is in deep trouble, my friends. The times they are a-changing, and if Hollywood doesn't change with them, these losses are just the beginning shockwaves of its coming downfall. But one thing is absolutely certain. Yet again, Doomcock was right. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha